Hi guys, MJ100K here. For this video we're going to be doing a full do-it-yourself assembly video for this Zenna Home bathroom space saver. I had another video about this when it was called the Tuscany space saver, and I think people were expecting an assembly video. So I'm giving the people what they want. I went to Menards, I bought one of these things just so I could put it together for you. So let's go. Okay guys, the first thing I like to do is separate all my parts into little cups so we make sure we have everything. If you don't have everything, there's a number you can call here, or you could take it back to the store and ask for another box, or go to the hardware aisle in the store and try to find what you need. So what we need to do is make sure we have everything. So 24 large screws, Allen wrench, 2 cam bolts, 2 snap cams, a bag of nails, 2 magnets, 4 magnet screws, 3 magnet strikes, 3 magnet strike screws, 6 hinge pins, 3 knobs, 3 knob screws, 20 screw caps, 2 small washers, 2 sheets of 6 stickers. Looks like they gave me 3. And also we got the 2 large washers, 1 anti-topple screw and nylon strap. They are in here. Tools needed: Phillips head, flathead, and hammer. If you want to go fast, you can get a 4mm Allen socket with a power tool, but be very careful because if you go too deep, you'll damage the particle board. Also, I like to use a Sharpie and Post-it note, and you'll see why in 1 second. Okay guys, the next thing I like to do is label everything the way that it's labeled in directions, or the same numbers that they use. So that's number 7 there. The first ones that are easiest to find are these side pieces, and the way that I did that was I looked at the number of holes. So number 3 has 5 holes. Number 6 has 10. If you can see, these 5 are going to be towards the bottom. The next ones that you can do are number 1 has 10 holes and be facing down the greater number of holes. Number 2 has 4. Be facing that way. This number 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4 holes facing down. Number 1 has 10 holes. You're going to be facing down. I think maybe it's a little confusing because you're not going to be using all these holes, but the top one you are going to use them. So don't worry about it. Just make it go down. Number 8 has 1 hole in the front, 2 in the rear. So this is going to be the front, so it's going to be facing up. And number 5, the door is going to have 3 holes. So if you can lay everything out in the right orientation, you'll probably be home free. It's not too hard after that. The trick with this is number 4 is going to be in this position at the bottom, but you have to decide where you're going to put the other number 4 based on the shape of your toilet that it's going to be sitting over. So option A is you could put it here, and option B is you can use any 2 of these 5 holes down here. So you have to line it up with your toilet to decide which option you're going to use, A or B. Okay, so let's start putting it together. We're going to use those guys. I already started them at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up. Okay, so once you have it assembled that way, you can bring it over to your toilet to decide if you're going to put part number 4 on option A or option B down here. If you use option B, just make sure you can clear your water line. I'm going to go with option A though. Okay, so we got this part together now, unfinished edge up. We used option A, but like I said, you could use option B if you want. So we can go ahead and set that to the side. That is going to be the bottom. So now we can do the top. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is put the magnet on. So we're going to use these magnet screws and these two magnets. First magnet I'm going to put here. Put there. It's a little bit unclear in the directions. Fasten magnet F to top/bottom panel. Yeah, so we're going to put it in the top. I mean, I guess you could also put it here, but I'm just going to put it there. I think the directions should just tell you which one to use. But anyway, that's where I'm going to put it. There and there. Then we're going to attach these two with the long screws. So here we go. Okay, so we got these installed. Let's take number 8. Flip it over. We're going to put this guy right here, this magnet strike screw, on the pointy side facing down so it grips into that. We're going to take these hinge things and put them in these holes in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I got that on there. Got the hinge in there. Hinge there. Could just kind of prop something in there to hold that up if you want. Next thing we're going to do is put these long bolt screws in here. Let me zoom out a little bit. So yeah, so now we're putting screws in here and here. So let me go ahead and do that. So we got these bolts in. We got our front little door on its hinges, magnet installed. So now we're going to put the bottom on here. We're going to use these 4 and put it in here. And to that you're going to be using these larger holes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we got the bottom bolts in. Now we're going to do these little doors. I think I need to flip these around actually. So they're going to go like this. See, because this little hole, I'm going to put the striker. Well, striker out, whatever this thing's called. This thing. So we're going to do that for both doors. So now that we have these guys installed, see, it's going to go like that, right there. Let's go ahead and stand this thing up. Okay, so we got it stood up. And we're going to put this right there. We are going to use these guys. And these two washers. And the washers are going to go here. And then these are going to go in these holes, the top and bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now that we have that, let's put the top on. I'm going to fit this hole here and line it up with here. And then we're going to put these last four into these four. So let me go ahead and do that. Now we are going to put the back on. So place this down, hold this door so they don't come open. Alright. Directions suggest putting a nail in each corner to kind of line it up first. So I'll put a nail in and then kind of adjust it to make sure everything's okay. Then I'm going to nail the rest of the nails on. I got the back nailed on. Look like there's a little gap right here. So I'm going to try and put a couple more nails in it. So they gave some extra nails, so I'm going to use this guy and line up where that actual nail goes in. Alright, let me do that. I just lined it up with these holes here. So my first one was a little off, but I'm taking this back to the store anyway. This video is just for you guys. Alright, so line it up there, line it up there, and then all these other holes are like, they're already cut out, so you already know where to put them. So now we can put the top on the bottom. So the next step is we're going to put these cam bolts in the bottom part. So we'll go ahead and flip this over. Our cam bolts. Okay. And we're gonna use these. Alright, first we're gonna put it on there, then we're gonna put these on. I know they said do the handles before this, but I'm gonna do those last. So now I'm gonna put the top one to the bottom. Now we have the top on the bottom. It's a little shaky, so be careful. That's what the strap they gave you is for, to strap it to the wall. Anyway, we're going to use these little cam locks. Put them in here. You can kind of tap them with a hammer a little bit. There we are. The other side. Okay. So at this point, we can put the handles on, or the knobs. This is the one that comes with it. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's nice, but this was the point of my first video. See, this one is like, it's plastic, you know, it's okay. It's okay, but if you want to raise your level of fanciness, you could go to Menards. You get this hickory hardware knob, which is this one. So it looks similar to that one. It's a little bigger, but it's like, it's real metal. It's more firm, and I like the way it looks. If you like it, you can go and get one, or you could use this one. This was the one I did in my first video, and I like that one. I like this one the best, but this one is just, it's all metal. You could get the link to this one in my first video. I'll try to put it in this one, but if not, you could look on my page and see the original Tuscany and Space Saver cabinet video. So yeah, if you could you see which one you like the best. This is the one that comes with it. Only other thing I'd like to mention is, if you put one of these different ones on, you need to put some washers behind it. You can get these washers at Menards in the hardware department or aisle. And if you use this hickory hardware, you're going to need 3 washers. 3 washers for each one, so you're going to need 9 altogether. This comes with 10. Use this one, you're going to need 4 washers. So you have to get 2 of these. So just a couple more things to do. I think you guys can handle it. I don't want to make this video too long. But you take these little caps and you put them over each one of these little chrome screws so it looks nice. And then you take these little stickers and you put them over all the holes that you didn't use. No, not too hard. You guys can handle that. I'm going to show you one more thing before we go. The last step, and it's actually very important, that you put on this strap. So just imperative that the unit be fastened to the wall for safety reasons. Before cutting or drilling into any wall surface, verify the location of electrical, plumbing, and gas lines. Cutting any of these may cause serious injury. Fasten the nylon strap R to the top of the unit using one washer and an anti-topple screw. Fasten nylon strap to the wall using appropriate mounting hardware that is not provided. So, it is not provided. We recommend using a mounting screw of at least 2 inches in length. 2 inches in length. If you do not screw directly into wall studs, appropriate wall anchors should be used. And use a step ladder when you're doing this, like so. So I'm not going to install it because this is an apartment and I'm about to take this thing back. I just made this video for you, YouTube people. Please give me a like or subscribe or comment. So yeah, there's nowhere in particular you have to do it, but find a good place on the wall. You know, you use the directions that they talked about. And you're just gonna, you know, pick a place on this strap somewhere. This is gonna go somewhere up here wherever you want, and then it's gonna go kind of like this, and then that's gonna go onto your wall. We're gonna use a washer. You gotta go get a drywall screw of at least 2 inches in length or whatever is appropriate. Talk to somebody at Menards or Lowe's or Home Depot to help you. It's gonna look something like this. And make sure that it is strapped down. It is important. Because this unit is kind of top heavy, and especially once you start putting stuff in here. So you don't want a kid climbing up here to see a beautiful knob and then the thing fall over on them, and all the world will come to an end. So, or maybe their world, but anyway, yeah, strap it up, it's important. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment. If you have a question, please put it in the comments. Please subscribe. I'm going to be putting up lots of videos in the future, putting stuff together and talking about tools and cars and houses and all type of things. So anyway, it'll be a fun time. I'd be love to have you as a subscriber. And have a good one.